This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2021 Bullet travel trailer, and the model number is 290 BHS. Excuse me. I'm going to show you some of the features and how they work. Okay, so you have a rear door here that goes right into the bathroom. Okay. Now the bathroom over here, it works like any other. Keep in mind it has a GFCI right there. All the plugs in the trailer are wired through a GFCI, so even if it's a regular looking receptacle and you lose power in it, you still have to reset the GFCI, so keep that in mind because they're all wired through it. The toilet, you have a flush pedal and you have to dump a dose of chemical in the bowl and put at least a gallon of water in the black tank below along with the chemical before you use it. So if you're starting with a tank that's been dumped, like you should be when you get to the campground, it should have been dumped previously. You get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, then you're just going to put a dose of chemical in there, hold the pedal down till at least a gallon of water gets in there. You can use more, just don't use less, and you're all set, okay? And the shower works like any other shower. Okay, now this is a port for fresh water. You just use a quick connect hose to hook that up there. I'll show you that when we get to it. Your cooktop pulls out like it is, and you have a quick connect here. Keep that in mind, so you have to plug that in to the LP system. You have a gas absorption refrigerator, so that's just your service panel there. You don't really have to go in there, that's just for service. You have a power awning with LEDs, outside speakers. Here you have TV hookup, signal out with power. Okay, your water heater works on gas and electric, and this is the drain right here. The switches are inside. I'll show you them when we get inside. Keep in mind that never run the water heater without water in the water heater tank. So make sure you fill it up before you use it if you've drained it. Okay. Okay, so that's your pass-through storage there. Okay. We get up front, deep cycle marine battery, and this is the kill switch for the battery. You can shut it off by turning the clock or counterclockwise if you need to. Your tanks are both full with a regulator. You have a power tongue jack here. If it ever fails, you can pull this plug at the top out and use the 3/4 inch crank or a socket with a 3/4 inch, a ratchet with a 3/4 inch socket on it, whatever, to crank it. It's just 3/4 inch. All right. This is just a hookup if you happen to have it's just for a solar panel kit to charge the battery. That's all it is. If you were to purchase the kit, it would plug right in there. It's just a prep, okay? This is the sprayer I told you about, plugging it in on the other side. You can also plug it in right here. You have your city water hookup right here, which is the most common way to get water to the trailer. You just hook it up and you're all set. If you're camping someplace without city water, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank right here. If you do that, you can use the onboard pump to pump the water. So I'll show you the pump when we get inside the switch for it also. So if you don't have city water, you still can pre-fill the tank and all your plumbing will work. This is the flush for the black tank here. So you just, after you dump your black tank, you just hook the freshwater hose at the dump station onto here, turn it on, and it'll flush your tank out, clean it out better than just dumping it. And but like it says here, make sure you have the black tank valve open before you turn the water on. You don't want too much pressure to build up. And these are your bypass valves for winterizing. This is cable and satellite through. Okay. All right. Slide out. You have a 30 amp power cord, 30 amp shore cord. Okay. Some more storage here. There's your cranks. This crank here with the cylinder with the slot cut in it, that's for your power tongue jack. You go to the off door side, like right here, and you can see there's a shaft with a pin through it. You can crank those jacks manually if they happen to fail. So That's another way to get yourself out of trouble if you happen to fail for any reason at all, okay? You have a ladder, which makes it easy to get on the roof as expected. It's prepped, pre-wired for a backup camera if you're interested. Okay. See what else we have here. Okay, so this is your control panel we talked about. Your water heater's here to light it on, or turn on the electric heating element. You do this. To light it on gas, it's like that. Your water pump is right here. You use that to pump water out of the fresh water tank. You also use it to winterize the trailer. These are lights. Your levels here for your tanks and your battery, right? They graduate up in 1/3 increments. Your slide room button and your power awning button. Never leave the power awning out unattended. Always roll it in when you're not going to be at the campsite. Okay. Thermostat is self-explanatory. You hit the mode till you find what you want, heating, cooling, whatever, and then you select it and you set the temperature, and that's all there is to it. This is your power converter right here. This converts AC to DC power. So as long as you're plugged into shore power, you've got 120 AC on this side, okay, and they're all labeled here. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here. You got 12 volt DC fuses, and they're labeled. So that converts AC to DC power. It's also a battery tender. It'll sense how much energy your battery on the tongue has and needs, and it'll always, as long as you're plugged into shore power, it'll always keep it charged up. Keys are hanging right here. Okay, so this your microwave works like any other microwave. This is your range hood with a fan and a light in it. Your range, I don't know if he's got the gas turned on, so I'll talk you through it if he doesn't. But this is the sparker. You turn clockwise to spark it. You have 3 burners. It's that simple. When it comes to the oven, it has a pilot light down here all the way at the back. So you're just going to go to the fourth or the end valve on the right side, and you go to the picture of the flame, and then you'll depress it, spark it, and once it lights, you still keep depressing it, and after it lights, you'll hold it for another 10 or 15 seconds to heat up the thermocouple. Then you'll go to operating temperature, and it cycles like an oven does. When you shut it off, the flame goes out, so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. You also have lights, of course. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be glowing green like it is. If not, get it serviced. It's very important. Gas absorbs the refrigerator. That means that it'll run on 110 AC or LP gas. So here's your controls right here. On and off is right here. We have this on auto. I know you can't see it very well. Auto's the place to keep it. Auto means auto electricity. It always seeks out 120 AC. If it can't find it, it'll light on gas, right? Or if you're sleeping or you've gone out to exploring for the day and you have a power failure at the campground, for example, it'll sense that and it'll automatically light on gas so you don't spoil your food. So keeping it on auto is the best way to go. And this is the thermistor. This is what sets your temperature. Generally, you want this. This is just a cylinder that fits into that clip on the fin there. So you want that up as high as it goes, basically, like it shows on this sticker. The higher you go, the colder it is. Okay. When it comes to sound, you play discs, obviously. You have a USB drive for MP3s. You have a AM/FM radio, Bluetooth, speakers, zones 1 and 2. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside of the trailer. So it has everything you need, and then some. This is an awning remote, it looks like, yes. TV obviously is a TV, nothing to explain there. You have 2 bunks, you have theater seats. There's a remote in there, 2 remotes in there. Okay. Now the table obviously folds down if you need it to turn into a bed. It also can, obviously it's a dinette table also. I showed you the bathroom already. The most important thing was the keeping the toilet Always using it with chemical and water in it, and also the GFCI. Keep that in mind that all the plugs are wired through that GFCI like we talked about. Okay. Alrighty. Well, when it comes to the bedroom, you have TV hookups, of course. Then you have an escape window. Air. A little bit crooked there. There we go. Much better. So you have the escape window, which works like this. You just push it all the way through, and you grab hold of the tab and pull the screen out, and you can escape in an emergency. Okay. You also have some storage underneath the bed. Okay. This here is just this. There's a cover. This is a pre-wire basically. There's also a cover on the roof. So this is made by Weingard. If you're interested, you can go to their website. And it's a router system you could add on. If your family uses a lot of public Wi-Fi, you can get the router box that would attach right here, and then the antenna that goes on the roof. And you just have much better, it's a Wi-Fi booster, public Wi-Fi booster, so you have much better signal for your family. So if you're interested, check out Weingard and their kit for that. It's a public Wi-Fi booster. There's also a cellular function if you wanted that, but that would be a monthly fee and all that. Most people just go for the public Wi-Fi signal booster, okay? Alright, so that's just pre-wired for that in case you're interested. Okay, so I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about the, right now we're de-winterized, so there's going to be no antifreeze in the system, all fresh water, and the water heater is going to be in camping mode. And you'll be all set for the summer, okay? Thank you very much.